Hello and welcome to another edition of Pastor's Library. My name is Stephen Redman and this is the channel where we talk about the books that might be found on the library of your pastor or minister or on a reading list for a theology degree, either at bachelor's or master's level. And we just want to talk about maybe helping you have the information to choose a good book. Everyone's costs are trimmed. No one can buy all the books they want. And so I want to just help you find out how to choose a good book. So today we're going to talk about the New International Greek Testament Commentary. If you like this, remember to give us a thumbs up, click on subscribe and the bell to let you know when the next edition of Pastor's Library is out. So the NIGTC. These are commentaries that have a beautiful slipcover and a red or burgundy hardcover underneath. These are consistently, and I do mean consistently, listed in the top 3 or so of commentaries that people rate when they review them. I think this series has more number 1s than any other series. It's published by Redman, which are a very, very reputable Christian publisher. And these are not cheap books. If you can get any of them for less than £30 or $40, just snap it up. They are really excellent. But that does mean that it can really dip into your book allowance. So pastors, students, do remember that. So what sort of a commentary are these? These are definitely academic commentaries. This is probably one of the hardest commentaries to read, but they are written by such high quality authors. I would say to you, they are still accessible. The issue is in the title, New International Greek Testament Commentary, because the issue is it always starts with the Greek. Now, you might say to me, well, when I read my Bible, it's all Greek to me. But what I would say to you is that you will see a lot of Greek text typed in here, discussions of words. And if you don't feel you can cope with that, then do understand these people are quite academic. And but what I would suggest to you is even if you can't read any Greek, and I'm not fluent, believe me, my studies of Greek are still fairly in the elementary category, but I find I can get a lot from these. So John Noland has done Matthew, highly regarded as one of the best commentaries on Matthew. France did the commentary on Mark, and you'll see that often rated as number 1. It is a really good commentary on Mark's Gospel. I.H. Marshall did Luke, and again, that is a top quality commentary. Richard Longnecker produced the very hefty volume on Romans, and you will often see this listed as number 1. It is a really, really good commentary, and I would have to say to you, if there was one commentary I had to run out of my office when it was burning down and take away with me, it would definitely be this. Richard Longnecker is incredible. He sees really what God is saying in the scriptures, and I find him to be not only a credible academic, I find him to be an inspired man, and this is a great commentary. Most people will rate Gordon Fee's commentary on 1 Corinthians as the best commentary, but those that don't will reckon Anthony Thistleton, which is this series' commentary on 1 Corinthians. And I find this book absolutely brilliant. Once again, very much like Fee, he really opens up the scriptures and he goes straight from the Greek text like the rest of this series. So this is a very credible series of books. Beale offers us Revelation. F.F. Bruce gives us Galatians. And Colossians is done by James Dunn. These are all really, really top flight commentators, and they all have something to offer. Now, as far as I'm aware, they've still not produced commentaries on John or on Acts. But the one commentary in this series that has been produced that I haven't got a copy of is Philippians. And the reason I haven't got a copy of it is that currently it's about £350 for a used version. And there are no new ones that I can put my hands on. And why is that there is one particular commentary that should be totally unreasonable? I mean, there are some of these commentaries, you will find them for 60, 70, 80, 90 pounds. That's over $100. You know, it's a lot of money. But £350, why would anybody want to pay that much for a copy of Philippians? Just that 4-chapter New Testament letter. Well, the answer is there's a story behind this. And that is that O'Brien, the guy who wrote this, wrote it over 22 years. And he constructed it from all his notes, some of them going back 22 years. And he released it. It was very successful. People raved about it. And then someone noticed a particular quotation that they thought they'd seen somewhere else. And they told him about it. And he said, oh, yes, I should have quoted where that was from. And basically, his notes were so old, some of them he hadn't completely put references on. And he read them and thought he'd written them himself and it wasn't a quote. So he had this public statement where he said, I have to confess to plagiarism. I have not adequately listed my note, my references in this particular commentary. And so Erdman's tried to claw them all back and put them through a mincer. And that is why you can't get one. Now, I have to say to you, if I manage to get hold of one, I will do. And that's probably because I'm a bit of a completionist and I do like sets. And you have to bear with me on that. I'm praying that God will forgive me. But the point with this is, it is considered to be a very, very good commentary, except the word plagiarism means we junk it. And I accept that. But if anyone sees one on a second-hand bookcase that someone's selling for £10, please send me it with an invoice and I'll make sure you're reimbursed. This actually tells you so much about Erdman's view of this series. It tells you that they will not accept any plagiarism. And it means that what you're reading on the page is fully referenced so that you can go back and you can check it for yourself. And that, of course, is what we should always do. My first pastor, when I was 10 years old, I remember him saying at a Bible study, he said, don't just accept what I say. Go home and study for yourself. Find out if what I have said is true. And I still believe that that's a very good way of following through the study of Scripture. So that's Erdman's New International Greek Testament Commentary, the NIGTC. Highly recommended, top quality. I can't say a word against them. But if you do see a copy of O'Brien's Philippians, let me know. God bless you. Remember to give us a thumbs up if you like this. Click on the bell and subscribe if you want to know next time we release a copy of Pastor's Library. God bless you.